Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Welcome back to another trade recap on our FTMO 100k live account with our trade copier of our FTMO 100k challenge as well. Been pretty slow recently. Haven't taken a lot of trades. Market's been pretty range bound, which we'll see in a minute on our weekly time frame. But yeah, a little opportunity presented itself. Ticked all the boxes for our edge. Unfortunately, it didn't play off, and we actually took a loss, a lesson, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, happy with this trade. It was all good, part of the probabilities, and we'll jump into it. So, excuse me. So as per, this is the next day. So I'm just going to mark the high of 50-minute time frame where we're looking at, and I'll quickly go to the weekly just to show you. I mean, look, this has been recent. Look, big ass doji, big ass doji, big ass doji. No, we're kind of in between this strong level of demand that flipped a strong level of supply, and tapping into this strong level of supply that flipped this strong level of demand. So hence why we're ranging. It's a pretty good area for I don't know, all the little issues what are going on with the Swiss bank and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, I'm not really economically keep my finger on the pulse probably as much as I should, but excuse me. See, on a weekly, you'll say demand is serving still, if we were going to pick someone to be serving. Yeah, it's been a bit more bullish, back into a demand range, tap this level, looking to be longs, but it's failing to kind of follow through so far. Daily. Again, daily, kind of favouring longs. We've been in this supply to demand range flip. But yeah, this has also failed to break anything yet. We've had a pretty nice bit of supply order flow, and this is where this kind of, it made sense for a counter trend trade short, which is what this trade is. It's a counter trend trade short. But yeah, trend wise, weekly and daily, we're bullish, although we are starting to see a bit of failure to kind of break and create new highs. 4 hour, this is when things got a little bit interesting for me. Very nice supply order flow, flip level demand, tapped, held nicely, range flip, actually broke this little level here. Okay, wicked, swept liquidity, mitigated, but failed to break anything. Mitigated, nice supply order flow. And then we broke this level of demand. I'm just kind of seeing, demand getting broken and supply holding. I was like, sweet. And then looking at this low here, that is failed to break anything, right? Even after a sweep, this is held, broken this level of like substructured demand. And we're just targeting like a weak low. I thought it makes sense, right? That's aggressive. So I was looking at during the London. We actually took this during the New York session. Anything else to cover on the 4 hour there? Oh yeah. So again, we are actually counter trend on the 4 hour as well. 4 hour is still bullish. But as I said, we're failing to create new highs at the moment. This high of the extremities seem to be holding, and we created a demand to supply range flip well. So swing structure is bullish, but range order flow, we've actually switched bearish, which is nice. Right, and then things just looked really nice on 15-minute. It's just lovely. So hang on, let me go through our entry criteria. Are we serving from a range or POI that create a flip? Sorry, there's people making breakfast downstairs. Hope you can't hear all that. Yeah, demand to supply range flip. We're trading with supply. We're in a supply range. Create a flip. So yeah, happy days with that. There is something like, again, I try not to pick apart trades too much, but where I say I'm happy to play from a range or a POI that create a flip, I think I touched on this in a couple of trades ago, and it's something I'm definitely going to keep an eye on because it's happened again here. Is maybe from a range is fine as long as it's pro trend. This is playing from a range but counter trend, so maybe you want a bit more clarity to be playing from a point of interest as well as a range. So yeah, something I'm going to keep my eyes on. But I've seen these trades go before, and this is clean on a 15-minute, so it's one of those ones. If it went and I didn't take it, I'd be like, "What are you doing, mate? It fit the plan." So anyway, let's get down to the business end of it. 15-minute time frame now. So we've got this kind of weak low as well, trickling out, breaking. This is a 4-hour supply range here. See how that's where it's broke. This was our 4-hour level of demand that got broken. Even though it's substructure, it's still showing that supply has kind of got more weight in it than demand at the moment. And I like this little badger here. This is the flip. So this level of demand here came up, tested here, failed to break the low, dropped inducement, broke up, came down, tested, failed to break a high, swept liquidity, dropped inducement, flip inducement here, then went on to break. So during London, so this is the Asian market here. And during London, I was kind of looking at opportunities for shorts, and I was looking at this area here actually. And we almost got picture perfect setups, but no inducement on the 1 minute. So avoided a loss here, which was nice. It was quite proud of a bit of patience because there was very, very tempting areas here. And this was a nice flip. But because we didn't really have the strongest flip inducement, and then we got no flip inducement on the 1 minute either, I stayed out of it, and it was a good decision because it ended up going through. But then this one, that we've got the flip inducement, still a strong level, what's been flipped. That's a strong level of supply. It got tested, failed, got flipped. You see what I mean? It's like a flip order flow. I think I'll try and do a good content video on flip order flow. I'm not going to go into it too much here, but yeah, I like strong flip order flow. You got like supply order flow, you got like demand order flow. And then it's almost like a level if you go from other strategies of like support and resistance. It's like a key level in the market which has had this. It's been a level of support, and then it became resistance. Then it became a level of resistance, and then it became a level of support. You know what I mean? There's like a lot of orders interacting there. So yeah, thanks for that. Let's have a little look on the 15-minute. So POI checklist on 15-minute. Are you serving from a point of interest that created a 15-minute flip or above? Are you serving from an area that swept liquidity? swept liquidity. Oh yeah, did I ever find out if this had the money? Money? No, I missed that. I missed the little money logo. But yeah, swept, dropped inducement, went, created a flip. This is a flip here. Yeah, all the good stuff there. And also more recently, which made me very happy to look for shorts, was we actually got a demand to supply range flip in the most recent price action. In there, which is nice. And what I liked about the market confluence as well, which I've ticked off here, Asian market confluence, but it's just market confluence. Remember I said it's not something I trade off, but it is something what you can see quite a lot is when you have like the Asian market just consolidating, building up liquidity. London market, if it's pretty biased one way, sometimes we can see NY kind of counter whatever the London market did. So yeah, I was seeing, we're playing shorts counter the London trend. It was just all looky lovely jubbly. Anything else to cover there? Don't think so. Cross that badger off. Get that off there. And this is where things just looked really lovely. And I was like, I'll take this all day long. I'll show you what we're mitigating when we're refined. Look at that. Level of demand, pushed up, got tested, failed, swept, broke. Like, this is the 15-minute inducement. We were sitting nice and neatly right above that. Just lovely, lovely. Yeah, I mean, if this isn't probability, then I'm just putting this down to its counter trend. Maybe not have a fight now, bit of volume. But anyway, mitigate that nice. And then I mark these up, but I'm sure you can see there's a level of demand there. We got tested, failed to break the high, swept that little inside bar, broke off. I also saw this level of demand there. It come down, got tested, swept. You see this like chain of demand order flow, and then it just all started getting broken. Like hell to the yeah. We've made these flips. So yeah, demand to supply range flip as well on 15-minute. You can see that demand's been pushing up and holding, and then suddenly supply has just broken demand serve. And I had that badger marked out beautifully. We had that little inside bar there, was our flip inducement. 1 minute 2, then creating loads more inducement here. You could start chasing things here, but I was happy to just wait out for this extremity up here. Let's just do that. Let's just show what I had marked up. Yeah, sweet. So I wanted to cover the high there. That was my POI there. With my lessons. There she is. So I did have it at 690. Then when we came into it, I just got filled at 686, and still managed to cover the high though, which was nice. Had a 3.5 stop loss. Obviously, when we got filled, it moved around a little bit. And yeah, I actually really like the reaction. Not that one. but it looked like it smacked in and just melted off a little bit. I was like, oh, sweet. But I think I went away for a little bit here. I didn't watch all this. So what time? So 12:37, 686. 12:37, 686. Yeah, tap, L though. But we're getting like that, getting a bit of demand now. Being tested. Failed. But it's still holding. I think it breaks through from here, yeah. So it just holds. And yeah, took a loss. No dramas though. I mean, that's a picture perfect entry model. Low it on the 15-minute. Again, I mean, if I'm putting this down to probabilities, don't win every single one. It's just the market diversifying itself. But if I was to pick this apart at all, it's counter trend in the higher time frame, which means, yeah, maybe we want to start playing from stronger levels of actual POIs, not ranges. Not really. And also we're flipping substructure. Now at the end of the day, we are still ranging between a strong level of supply and a strong level of demand on the weekly and the dailies. But yeah, that's getting real picky. Again, I've seen these trades go. You know what I mean? Happy to risk it for it. Anything else to cover? No, I think we're pretty sweet. And that's it. Yeah, cool. All right, short and sweet. So that's done. Maybe we'll look at this a little bit. So again, this is good when you collect data. You can start seeing a little bit of maybe 10 to 11. Not the strongest time. What's the strongest time for us? Is the more trades, the more data we can collect. Probably like 9 AM is the strongest time so far. As long as we see this account growth, you know what I mean, it's rare to see like just a rocket up. It would be lovely to see that. But, you just want to see a nice, moving on up is sweet. What else is on this strategy tracker? We're on dashboard. I think last time I showed you this, it was like a 75% strike rate. I was like, if we can keep that up, I'll be happy. Should have kept my mouth shut, shouldn't I? But still stoked with that. Yeah, I really rate this disciplined trader. If you haven't got this spreadsheet yet, this is golden. A great way to track your trades, and when you go down the track for private investment and stuff, this is pretty precise data to show your trades. Keep track of every penny. But yeah, right, around 20 minutes. I'll do short and sweet. Hope that helps, and look forward to seeing you guys on the next trade. Happy trading, and I'll see you later. Cheers, boys.